magic and explore the most. Stories full of wonder, fantastical delights. Open your eyes and see the parade come to life. Sensei's parade, Sensei's parade. Join the parade, Sensei's parade, parade. Sensei's parade, Sensei's parade. Join the parade, Sensei's parade.
Chapter 8. Hitting up the traders. Lunch has a weird vibe. Raz and Gold, you understand not wanting to look at you, with the whole not wearing your chest armor piece thing, but somehow everyone is different with that one piece of armor off. You really wish someone would explain what's going on. Black, for some reason, looks super smug at he eats. As if he won or gained something with your appearance. Raz even seems to be smirking, taking side glances at you. You don't understand their response. All you did was bathe and wear some fresh clothes? Is there something sexual about bathing in some of these skeletons' worlds? Weird kink. Scout and Sprout look annoyed at Red, who's still giving you lewd looks. Crimson drool still tries to leak out from his sharp teeth as he eats. Sprout had informed his brother about the bathing thing. Edge also looks annoyed, but for different reasons, and refuses to meet your eyes. Vanilla looks more at ease at eats, and Stretch does too. Does being armored make them uncomfortable? You could kind of understand why it would. Axe doesn't seem to mind either way about your appearance, but is keeping an even closer eye on the windows than he usually does. Hunter looks very pleased with you and his meal, foraged salad with bear jerky. Blue and Happy directly compliment your tidy appearance and are excited you cleaned yourself up before joining them for lunch. Sprout leans over and whispers something about it being good manners, and that those are important in their worlds. It confuses you. Is not washing your hands before eating enough? How much soap can these boys afford to go through? Wait, how much soap do these boys go through? Scout and Sprout don't use much since they're skeletons, so you kind of assumed their counterparts would use soap about the same rate. You'll need to check how much soap you have left tonight. It might be a good idea to repurpose the jar of bear grease set aside for waterproofing leather for soap instead. This whole thing is giving you a headache. You'll talk to Scout later. He's a smart guy, he'll know what's what. After an awkward lunch, you carefully pack your ointment jars into your backpack. You mount your bike after a quick gas check and head southeast on your motorcycle. Wind whips your damp hair dry. The closest trader is about a 30-minute ride taking main roads. Technically, you could get there in 20 with some off-roading, but the ground is too soft and muddy in the spring. Still frustrated from lunch, you have to remind yourself not to run over zombies on your way. Hitting one zombie would dirty you all over again, ruining your chances at getting the best deal at the trader. The ride home will be free game, though. Before long, you see the tattered flag of the traders peeking over the tree line. In your experience, a lot of the trading posts look similar in construction. Trading posts have 2 layers of walls. The outer walls are entire hardwood tree trunks held together with rusty steel beams and scrap metal. Barbed wire curls line the top of the walls. Long wood and metal spikes protrude from the walls in strategic locations, many of which have zombie corpses dangling from them. These walls are built to handle hordes. Each wall corner has an armed guard watching for zombies and rule breakers. There are few rules in the world now, but all of them can be found at trading posts, conveniently tacked onto the outer wall's reinforced metallic gate. If you can read, that is. If you can't, the soft broadcast from the tall radio tower in the center of the trading post states the rules every half hour on loop. Traders' Union rules. You're entering a neutral place of trade. Don't steal or take anything not yours. Don't kill, injure, or threaten anyone buying or selling. Don't bring your bullshit disagreements in with you. All sales are final. Hours are dawn to dusk. All rule breakers will be shot. This is the closest thing to law nowadays. These rules must be obeyed when within the walls of a trading post. To break these rules within a trader's territory is a death sentence. On the off chance you escape the walls, expect to be hunted down with a high bounty on your head. Traders don't joke around when it comes to disrespecting their territory. You slow down your motorcycle and slowly coast through the main gate. The inside of the first walls are nothing special. Mostly a parking lot for the few survivors that manage to get a vehicle in working condition. Trash is thrown about. The lot fills up a lot in the fall when the garden harvests comes in. The parking lot will be filled with sellers who can't find room within the interior walls. The interior walls of trading posts are usually either concrete or brick. This trader's walls are dirty, chipped cinder blocks, with cracked mortar patches. While not much to look at, these walls are several feet thick with a strong, but rusting metal gate. Instead of guards on the corners, 4 spotlights shine down inside the trading post. Traders are some of the few groups of survivors that have the supplies to keep generators going. Turning off your bike, you dismount and walk through the interior gates. Several groups of sellers have some products displayed on blankets on the ground before them. It's hard to tell who's selling and who's buying. Everyone speaks in an indoor tone to avoid causing too much noise. There's not too many vendors this early in the spring. Mostly those who use the winter months to make their goods. This is a good time for ammunition, metalworks, craftsmanship of any sort, leather, apple cider vinegar, and maple syrup. Looks like there's a little bit of all these things being sold today. You recognize the faces of the metal worker, the munitions dealer, and Hugh, the head trader of this post. Hugh nods at you. You return the gesture. Hugh's trading space takes up half the available space within the walls. It doubles as his house, too. The radio tower runs through his log cabin-style house. It's oddly fitting as Hugh looks like a lumberjack with his clothing choices and gruff appearance. All his tradable goods are under a patchy wooden roof, connected to the interior walls. Keeps most of his more valuable stuff dry. You chose a spot within eyesight of the metalworker and Hugh. They're the ones you would have the best luck with. Metalworking comes with a lot of injuries and Hugh has a set of twin kids. Both would have an active interest in some healing ointment. Okay, calm down. Seller face on. Don't let them know how much you need these to sell. Here we go. Fresh green healing ointment. Only have 3 jars. Made this morning with new bear grease. Attention has been grabbed. Calm yourself. Don't get too excited. Extra stock. Lie, but a few good buzzwords gets the crowd going. Open offers. Let them think they're in control. Today only. Urgency. You've attracted the attention. Perfect. Now to see how badly people want it. Overall, a pretty good deal. All 3 jars were sold within the first hour. As expected, the metalworker had a vested interest in the ointment, as did Hugh. The munitions dealer was a surprise. You got a good trade with the metalworker, a jar for one of his lower quality hand-forged swords. Not as nice as Sprout's, but it will work just fine. Managed to barter a crappy sheath from the guy too, but at least the sword can be carried without using your hands. The munitions dealer traded 10 9mm bullets for a jar. Thank the stars on that one, your ammo supply has been dangerously low. It's been a long time since you had a full clip on any of your guns. Hugh's offer, depending on who you are, is either the best or worst offer you took. He offered as much of his junk supply pile as you could carry out of the interior walls. Hugh knows your buying habits enough from the last 2 years that you would jump on a deal like that. Scout's gonna be rolling in scrap parts for his machine. You'll have to apologize to Sprout that the only thing you could get off his list is the sword. The vendors selling the vinegar and syrup didn't have an interest today. You carefully look through Hugh's heap of junk. Most things are broken or in awful condition. Random items scavenged from houses nobody really needs. Thankfully, Scout doesn't need the broken toaster you shove into your empty backpack to work, he just needs the internal components. Same goes for the old cracked cell phone you stash into your bag. You also squeeze a broken desk fan and a small alarm clock into your bag. Any extra space is filled with small items metallic in nature. A gruff voice speaks up near you. Also wanted to talk to ya, biker, says Hugh. You pause stuffing your bag to glance over at him, to let him know you're listening. Need some supplies? Ran to the coast trader, if you're interested. We'll have everything ready in 2 days for delivery. Now he has your full attention. What's the pay? You ask. Hugh smirks at you. He likes direct people. How's about 5 gallons of fuel for your bike, and 10 rounds of your choice? Oh, good pay. Makes sense. The ocean coast is a few hours non-stop by vehicle. Better bring your hitch with you. Scout's list included needing fuel for the machine, too. Don't need the rounds anymore, you say. How about 12 gallons, no bullets? Hugh scoffs. 8 gallons. 10. 8. 8 if I complete the job within 24 hours. 10 if I finish before you close same day. Deal, Hugh says, shaking your hand. He looks like he has more to say. You don't ask, instead going back to cramming every little bit of junk you can into your bag. You know what he's got on his mind. It's the same conversation. Always about sands and papyrus. Hugh doesn't like them. You tell him how little you care about what he thinks. Conversation comes full circle when he pulls the he's just looking out for his best runner card. Same bullshit, different day. At least there's one topic that will always derail him from his monster tirade. How are the kids? You ask. Those brats are going to get me killed one of these days, either from stress or from attracting every zombie within 5 miles. Replies Hugh. His words do not match the fond look on his face. This guy would kill anyone who threatened his son and daughter. Despite his hate of monsters, Hugh is, arguably, the most agreeable trader you've met. It's the original reason you chose to live relatively within the area of his trading post, before monsters surfaced. Hugh cuts you a deal since you work for him, and doesn't give you any shit for being able to read, since he can, too. He can be a real asshole, but he's also a single father looking out for his kids in this shitty world. You can respect that. After escaping Hugh, you secure your goods onto your bike and drive home. The sun is getting low in the sky, but you should be home just before true dusk. You feel significantly better having a full load of useful stuff to bring home. A scavenging day in a nearby town is in order. Last scavenging run was with Raz, and that feels like ages ago. The feeling of looting abandoned buildings is like going on a treasure hunt. It always feels so rewarding to find something good to bring home. Knowing you have a job lined up in 2 days is also a weight off your shoulders. The coast trading post is always well stocked with salt from the ocean. You'll have to see about packing some stuff to trade for some while there. Maybe quick stop to pick up some shells and sea glass as trinkets for the others. Would they like that? Sprout, Blue, Gold, and Happy you think would, anyway. Should you see about getting a job for Gold since you'll be over there? You avoid running over zombies on your way back, now that you are in a much better mood. The wind in your hair, a full load of goods, knowing there's food at home, life's pretty good right now. Too bad it couldn't last. Your stomach drops as you approach the homestead. The fence is broken. Zombies. Zombies are everywhere.
I'm glad you enjoyed that video/gameplay. Just remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Until next time, goodbye!